Few months ago, a family law firm that had been doing their SEO for a very long time, probably 8 years, came to us feeling pretty distressed. They said that our SEO isn't working anymore. We do get impressions, but our clicks have dropped to nearly 450 from over 2000 before the age of AI. They told me that their main source of generating leads was, in fact, SEO and meta retargeting. But now it is hardly effective because the traffic has significantly dropped. This does make sense if your meta pixel is not filled with regular updated traffic. It won't just have enough data to retarget. So I booked an audit and my team had a look. What we found were a few service pages and a massive database of blogs. Now, I understand why their meta ads used to work in retargeting before, but are falling short now because before AI, people used to search on Google and find articles elsewhere pointing towards your blog. And they would read and gather information. Their information would then be added to your tracking pixel, and you could easily target them via ads at a very, very low cost. Now, since AI overviews and LLMs have arrived on internet, people type their queries on Google and just read the summarized information from AI overviews quickly. While it can be debated whether the information is accurate or perhaps outdated, we need to look at the reality. Most people do not care until they get into trouble, which means for an average human, they would just think whatever the AI overviews are stating is correct. This brings a massive disadvantage to your website because the top of the funnel, which was your blog previously, gets swallowed by these LLMs and spewed out as if it was their own. And people do not go to the actual source. And in return, you just lose your traffic, which means that you cannot track these people to show ads and convert. Now, that does not mean your SEO efforts have gone to waste. Over the years, they have built authority based on your content. It's just that whether we like it or not, AI is here to stay and we need to change our strategy. And that's what we just did. Instead of like making thousands of blogs and writing the top of the funnel content, we started focusing on the middle and the most importantly, the bottom of the funnel content. We didn't just update the existing few service pages like they had a divorce page. We segmented into, for example, high asset divorce, business owner divorce, and built a hub and spoke hierarchy. This helped us create in depth pages that matched the user intent. Then we had another challenge. How can we create hundreds of pages with the same quality, the same depth, and make people convert on? Instead of using AI to generate content, we analyzed the search queries and the pages that showed the impressions because of them. We then tied this to their CRM and the attribution so we could figure out exactly what is the customer journey is and where the acquisition is really happening. So this brings us to the next part of the video, which is tracking and attribution. Now, it is quite simple to track where a person entered the site and where they exited using a simple tool like Microsoft Clarity. We track that and build custom fields. So if a person fills out a form or calls, we can see which pages are generating the highest intent. Our data engineering team associated not only the source, but each touch point of the user journey. This data was then analyzed by our business analytics team, and we found out that people who sign high value retainers directly come from our newly built service pages rather than the blog pages. In fact, those who ended up on the blog pages would have high engagement, but literally no form fills or calls. So we figured out that since the information gathering is pretty easy, people just type a prompt and LLM spews out an answer. Users are already informed And if we have relevant pages where they need to take an action, the conversion rate improves tremendously. Now, since we monitor everything through an actual data pipeline, we have a pretty good idea of where the traffic that actually converts comes from. Currently, we are working on their local service pages to target people searching for a divorce attorney relevant to the firm's location. This strategy will evolve as we gather more data down to neighborhoods or even zip codes. I will create another video talking about how we can win on local service pages. But for now, I won't say that your blogs do not work. They are indeed essential because they help provide context and authority to your main service pages. However, randomly writing blogs or service pages would only waste your effort and time, and which frankly would be very costly too. So, the only way to win today or tomorrow is to make data driven decisions rather than relying on hunches or guesses. So, if you like the video, and it helped you in one way or another, please give it a like and share and subscribe. If you need help with your data pipelines and taking the right data driven decisions, I have a link below. You could book a consultation for 15 minutes. Have a nice day. See you another time.